Hello, welcome to another indie review. Today I'm taking a look at Onlook. It is supposedly the cursor for designs. So pretty excited about it. Already tried it actually, collected my thoughts, ready to explore it together with you. So let's see, we're gonna start by creating a startup directory. So okay, click enter. We'll see um, how fast it is. Right away, the interface loads very quickly. Looks like we have chat over here. I guess this is a status of the token usage. Looks like we have a toolbar with a full terminal. It's very much like Figma, but it's also like a dev tool, which is very cool. One thing that concerns me is this UI really going to be super familiar for people who aren't designers or coders? It's it's very much like Figma, but in some respects, it's like Canva. So it's just something to consider whether a UI more like the preview, but with maybe just a few controls, would be a little less overwhelming. Anyways, it looks like it's still generating. Yeah, the quality of this interface is really good. I mean, look at these tooltips. It's not even just your everyday tooltip. But the generation is kind of slow. Could be faster. Having all of these shining kind of makes me wonder, is it doing all of these things? Is this a history? I'm not sure. I guess this is more of a history. Makes me wonder if these are interactive in the preview. That would be pretty cool. And that would just reinforce how good it is for prototypes. Looks like we have something. Yeah, and if we go to prototype or a preview, we can interact with it, which is a really cool feature. And honestly, the quality is much better than Figma Make. that that essentially tries to replicate your Figma design into code rather than going straight to code, which I think introduces issues. Nonetheless, here's the bad news. I really, really believe and feel that the designs produced by this product currently look vibe coded. They just don't look original. They don't look high quality. They're just very standard, very typical. So I think, one way to address this would be to train the model on higher quality, more diverse designs. But it's still going to be a hard question. How do you get there? Perhaps someday we will. But currently, this looks very vibe coded. And based on my polls and my research, people don't prefer vibe coded. When they see it, they think, ooh, that's not attractive, that's full of icons, and I can't trust it. I just can't trust it. I like how we have the chat here. It makes it very interactive, brings it to life. It's not just generating the design. So check out the code. Uses the app directory in Next.js. But one thing I noticed was it may not necessarily use the correct organization. So a header may not go into the layout, for example. If we check, let's see, where are the components? Here. Refresh. I'm not seeing the components folder, unfortunately, so it's hard to view. But I did notice in the other project I generated that it didn't use Next.js link components. It used hard-coded anchor components, anchor tags. So it was not necessarily the ideal code. I would say it's probably about on par with Cloud Code. I think, yeah, it's another area where you could train the model and provide better examples, and maybe it would improve. Overall, though, I think Onlook very well built, great for prototypes, great for somebody who just needs to go from idea to prototype in like 10 minutes. It's fantastic for that. Professionals, I'm not sure if they would want to use it, but it has more of a professional UI, so there's that tension. Nonetheless, I definitely recommend checking it out, giving it a try. That's it. That's my review. Thank you.